Hi Trojans, I first want to say thank you for watching this video. You are taking control of your learning. And Mr. Fraser, Mrs. Harden, myself, Ms. Breidenbach, Mrs. Silman, everyone involved appreciates you putting forth some great effort. So thank you for that. So we noticed that yesterday we were on the struggle bus when it came to writing equations. So what we decided we would do is to help a little bit more. So what you'll see here is a lot of blanks, right? So I'm going to just kind of walk you through what it means with number 7. Because number 7 is kind of confusing. So I'm going to talk about it. All right. So Shayna bought 6 posters. A week later, half of all of her posters were destroyed in a fire. There are now only 12 posters left. With how many did she start? So what you see here, I've already identified that X is the poster she started with. And you can also see that right here. I wrote X plus. So now think, what would I add to the posters I started with? Let's think about all the numbers we're seeing in this problem here. I'm seeing 6 posters. I'm seeing half were destroyed, and I'm seeing 12 are left. Well, it looks like if I buy posters, that's like adding. So I think the 6 is going to go right there. Then half of them were destroyed. Well, if I had 10 things and half of them were destroyed, I would have 5 things. Well, how did I get from 10 to 5? I divided by 2. So that means I'm going to put a 2 in that spot in the denominator. And then it says now there are only 12 posters left. And so that's what all of this on the left-hand side equals. 12. And then at this point, then I'm going to solve, showing all my work. Now I don't want to get rid of this equation, so I'm just going to scroll down a little bit and rewrite it. So I have X plus 6 divided by 2 equals 12. Draw my line. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so I'm left with X plus 6 equals 24. Then I'm going to leave it there, and you're going to finish it. I trust you to be able to finish it. I do want to talk about number 6 now. I'm going to kind of go non-linearly. So number 6, notice how not every single blank is empty. So it says Shreya, bought 5 CDs. A week later, half of her CDs were destroyed in a fire. There are now only 17 CDs left. With how many did she start? Notice how on this one, I included the divided by 2, so I kind of helped in that part. Mr. Fraser, Mrs. Harden, and I, we wanted to give one of them where one of the numbers was filled in. So then you would just have to decide where the 5 would go and where the 17 would go. So on number 8, I'm not going to talk about number 5 because I did one just like that yesterday in day 4's video. But number 8, generally speaking, this one looked better, but I just want to talk about one strategy with the scaffolding, with the step of having all the blanks that I've given you. Okay, so I'm going to, every time I see a number, I'm going to highlight it, underline it, circle it, whatever. So I have 229 students. They went on a field trip. 6 buses were filled, and 25 students were in a car. More in cars. How many students were in each bus? So that means I know I have to use the following numbers. I have to use 229, I have to use a 6, and I have to use a 25. Now, I know I can get rid of one of these numbers right away because X represents the students on one bus. But how many buses were there? Hopefully you were just thinking in your head, well, there's 6, duh, because there are 6 buses. So just like when we were dealing with pouches and coins, if we had 7 pouches, that's like 7x, because that's what was repeating. That's what we had a lot of. If we had 72 pouches, we would have 72x. So in this case then, I would just have a 6 in the x. That means I can cross off the 6, and then you have to decide where the 229 would go and the 25 would go. Hopefully this video is helpful. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. We really do. Have a great day. Let us know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.